A renewed effort to solve the murders of the Valley family of Highway 74. The information witnesses hope will help detectives piece together the puzzle of what happened and put the killer behind bars. Good evening. Glad you're with us. I'm Brooke Berry. Chris Long has the night off. The day after a cold case investigation team revealed they are assisting in a triple homicide in Pinyon Pines from 2006, witnesses are coming forward to tell their stories. 17-year-old Becky Friedli, her mother and stepfather were all murdered, and their home was burned to the ground. As CBS Local 2's Tamara DeMonte reports, witnesses hope each piece of information brings them one step closer to solving this case.
A witness who asked us not to reveal his identity contacted us with information that he says he's been trying to get the sheriff's department to follow up on for 6 years.
But when something like this has happened, and I saw what I saw, and I know I saw what I saw, and from the get-go of the investigation, and when I called them, I just had a bad taste in my mouth about the whole thing, that they didn't get.
We tried contacting the sheriff's department, and Public Information Officer Deputy Albert Martinez sent us this statement. I spoke to our cold case unit yesterday, and they advised me that the case is still ongoing. We also contacted the newly formed cold case team led by Luis Bolanos, and they agreed to meet with us and the witness to hear about what he saw the night of the murder.
I was on my way up the mountain, and coming up out of the nowhere, there was a guy that just looked so out of place.
Okay, what time of day was this?
The witness says that he was on his way to visit his sister-in-law in Pinyon Pines around 6 p.m. when he saw a disheveled white man around 6'2" with a blonde or reddish beard. He says he was wearing a red flannel shirt over a dirty white t-shirt, and a brown van was parked close by. We drove with the witness to mile marker 8853 so he could show us more.
The brown van was right here, and he was coming up about where that blue car is.
Okay, was he
on that side? Yes.
So he's on the west side of the road? Yes. Heading north or south?
He was coming up out of the mountain, up over the guardrail. Yeah, over the guardrail, and I was coming right up at him, and he was just about coming over the guardrail. And I was like, what the hell is he doing? Why would he be coming from down there?
The area he pointed out is pretty steep, pretty rough terrain. The time frame is pretty short, but if there's a power line road back there, you know, remember there's a motorcycle back there, a path, I don't know. But we're going to let it prove itself out. You know, maybe there's a path back there, a trail that you can knock out in 20 minutes.
The spot is just under 10 miles from the murder scene, and the witness says that he cannot help but think that the person that he saw could be connected to the tragedy on Alpine Drive.
Is it safe to say this is maybe haunted you for the last 6 years?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I think about it all the time.
Bolanos says that anyone who remembers the smallest detail from that night should come forward because it could be just what they need to complete the puzzle.
It does tie into maybe something else we're looking at. So there's a common denominator there that to me rings more important than this individual in the van itself. And we'll be checking that out. So yeah, every little tidbit helps. No matter how slight, call. Let us decide if it's useful or not. We're just so grateful and appreciative of the phone call itself.
Tamara DeMonte, Local 2 News, Vista Point.